Hi parents, I'm just making a quick video for you to show you how we are doing long division in 4th grade. I know many of you saw in multiplication we were using area models. It is actually shown not to be developmentally appropriate for 4th graders to be using the standard algorithm that we learned when we were in school, so we teach things a little bit differently. I know that many of you, I'm sure, are still wanting to help your child as they're completing homework, so I wanted to make sure that we were all on the same page on how it's being taught in class. I apologize ahead of time for the quality of this video. It's being shot from my phone, but I wanted to make sure that I got it done quickly for you so that you could see what we're doing in class. So the way we do division in 4th grade is we use partial quotients, which means we think about the different parts that make up our dividend and how we can use our divisor to break that down. So we are basically looking at subtracting groups from our dividend. For this problem here, we can think about how many groups of 5 are going to go into 3,678. Students on the side of their paper can think, well, first let me try 500 groups of 5. That's going to be 2,500. I think I can get even closer. And we want them to be thinking about a large enough number that they can be multiplying by that is going to get them super close to their dividend. And they're eventually going to figure out that 700 groups of 5 is the closest that they're going to get. And this work over here seems very tedious in the beginning, but as they continue to practice, this will become a lot easier for them to think about. So 700 groups of 5 is going to be what we want to start with, because 800 groups of 5 is too many. We don't have enough. We don't have 4,000 to do that. So we're going to first take away 700 groups, sorry again for the shaky video, of 5, which is 3,500. After I take away those 700 groups, I'm left with 178. And we're again just continuing that process of how many groups of 5 can go into 178, thinking again about larger groups that we can work with. So again, if I start with 20 groups of 5, I see that's only 100. So then I'm going to move up to 30 groups of 5. That's 150. 40 groups of 5 is going to be 200, so that's too much. I'm going to stick with 30 groups of 5. And this multiplication we've been practicing since the beginning of the year, so again, kids will be getting a lot stronger with it. So now we're going to subtract 30 groups of 5, which is 150. When I subtract, I get 28 left. Same thing again. How many groups of 5 go into 28? Knowing our multiplication facts is super helpful because we know that 5 groups of 5 is 25, and when we subtract, we're left with 3. My question that I ask in class is, can we make another group of 5 if we only have 3? And the answer is no, so we know that we're finished. So our quotient, or our answer for this problem, is going to be 735, because we're adding up those groups that we subtracted, and we have a remainder of 3. That is our final answer. So this is how we do division in 4th grade. Again, I know it's a lot and it seems pretty tedious, but it allows kids to still keep track of place value. With the way that we learned in school, kids are really just thinking about how many times does 5 go into 36, but really they're missing the point that this is still 3,678 that they're working with. So we use this partial quotient method, and it also is a lot fewer steps for errors to be made rather than dividing, multiplying, subtracting. So this is the method that we'll be using for the rest of the school year. As always, please reach out if you have any other questions, and I can send other videos if that is helpful. But yeah, just wanted to give a quick overview of how we're teaching long division in 4th grade this year.